Hello, I'm going to be reviewing some shortcuts I've discovered over the years. Believe in teaching using the 80-20 rule, so I'm going to be covering just a few of what I consider the top shortcuts in dealing with QuickBooks, and then you can download the PDF which lists some more. I'm going to go over and show you a couple things here. As you can see, anywhere there's a sub account, it's printing the sub account number after the main account number. This makes it real difficult to do lookup tables in Excel when you transfer to Excel, and it's quite tough to read reports. So normally I go in and change my preferences to show lowest account, sub account only. We'll now refresh. And there you go. We're using the sample rock castle construction from the 2009 sample. You'll see that it has dates in 2012. Now, one of the tricks I'm going to show you, which you really need to know, is how to change quickly the input for the year. Now, you can just put your cursor in the field and then type in Y will take you to the beginning of that year. Y again will take you to the beginning of the previous year. R, the last letter in year, and R again will take you to the end of this year, which of course makes no sense. So let's now go back 1 month. We'll put the letter M for month, and that takes you to the beginning of the month. H, which is the last letter in month, takes you into the month. Then you might want the first day of the week, so let's go W, takes you to the 30th, and K takes you to the 5th of 2013. So you can use the week. Then if you just want today, you can put in today for T, and then you can take the minus sign above the keyboard and it'll move back 1 day a piece, and the plus sign will move it forward a day. So overall you can control your date fields from your keyboard. I'm not going to cover a whole lot else because that's going to be a time saver there. Go ahead and look at the chart and pick up. And don't forget, whenever you do anything in QuickBooks, it usually shows you the shortcut. So if you find yourself doing quite a few things, then do your learn the shortcut, especially if you're in QuickBooks a lot. I'm going to now go in and create a journal entry. Let me just change this so I feel better by making it the beginning of the month. I'm going to go into Company, Make Journal Entries. I'm going to show you a trick that some don't know in QuickBooks, and I found this to be a real time saving, and that is you can put in a journal entry like you would a table in Excel. And let me demonstrate that. I have you can hear me shuffling my papers here because I just dropped it on the floor. I have a journal entry already prepared that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 entries. What you can do is put in your account number and just go down arrow 10300. Okay, we have now input the account number. Now, of course, I should have put something into the memo field, and it would have copied down automatically. Just copy C, copy V. Now, for the debits and credits, you can just put 350.28. I'm putting in the debits right now. Now, instead of moving over to the credit column, just put in minus 666.72, minus 245.72, minus 672.36, minus 583.97. And you can see we're in balance here. But you see how I put it in like a table. Just my only little goof up I did here was I should have put something in the memo field, and then if you have your accounting set up to automatically copy down, you can. Quite often I like to put more detail in. I am going to export a monthly P&L from QuickBooks into Excel. I like to go to the Advanced tab and take a look. Okay, I think I've got what I want, so we will now export. Once you change the advanced features, okay, here it is. What I like to do, and to create a lookup table, is I create 2 columns. I move it down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have a macro here that changes this to 1 page wide and puts some footer information on it. So if you look at it on the screen, you've got the footer information here, and this can be modified to your own purposes if you make it. This is all derived from a macro. Then I create the index is just a concatenate function which so this creates just a concatenation, throws everything together. Since these cells right here are blank, it takes everything and makes it like one huge index for the table. Then this one, in order to see, these are separate columns, so in order to put together, I'm going to go in and use my ASAP utilities, go into formula, and we change formula style. I'm going to select all of them. I should have selected all of them. I apologize for slowing you down here. What I'm going to do is turn these formulas here into absolutes, and that way I can copy this to here. So it would only take a second or two normally, but I'm trying to show you what to do here. So we go into formula, change formulas, and I'm going to make it absolute referencing. And I can just, incidentally, that's Control Shift up arrow. So let me demonstrate that again. This is Control down arrow, Control Shift, hold it down, hit up arrow. You're now at the top. Then you just hold the Shift key down and move down 1 row. This all becomes second nature after a while. We've now duplicated it, but this is the difference, which I'm going to show you. In this case, we can freeze it. Then we go over here, and everywhere there's a blank, we're going to replace it. Replace a blank with 2 spaces. Okay, now you can see what I've done here is I have created, it looks pretty much like this does over here when it's printed as multiple columns. Then I'm just going to go ahead and hit Control. This is Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. I just have a hotkey that does it. So you do Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste value, and it fixes it, and then we can get rid of this. Then this becomes a contiguous table.